I'm Chris Lawrence with your top stories in North Texas. The Johnson County Sheriff is on trial in a case that started with accusations he sexually harassed employees. As Brittany Costello reports, criminal charges were filed when former employees claimed Sheriff Adam King retaliated against them for reporting those allegations.
The defense spent most of the day cross-examining Deputy Chief James Salter. They're trying to prove there were other reasons he was disciplined shortly after reporting those allegations against the sheriff. The state spent time today countering those claims. Salter was placed on leave in August 2025, about a week after the sheriff became aware Salter was cooperating with investigators. Defense attorneys claim he was placed on leave because of something Salter said in a conversation with another deputy, a conversation that was recorded without his knowledge and shared with the sheriff. Salter said he was suspended for 3 weeks, a process that normally starts an internal affairs investigation, but he says that never happened. He was eventually allowed to go back to work, but claims he was stripped of the responsibility he normally had as a deputy chief. He was placed on leave again last month. The defense claims it's because he was double dipping, getting a full check while working other jobs. The defense said it was because he wasn't submitting complete timesheets. Salter says he has been working those side jobs with the sheriff's knowledge and permission for more than 2 years. He says the sheriff never required them to submit timesheets. The county personnel director took the stand next. He says county policies around completed timesheets may not apply to elected offices. His testimony seemed to back up what Salter told jurors. In Johnson County, I'm Brittany Costello.
A new mixed-income development is coming to South Dallas. 3021 will be located along Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in a space once occupied by the old Save-A-Lot grocery store. Mitty Hicks spoke with some of the neighbors who live nearby who say they're excited about the project.
Of course, you got the men in Nehemiah, like I was speaking, and then you got the Forest Forward.
The mural on Hans Smith's barbershop is a love letter to South Dallas.
These are the two high schools. You have Madison that just won, I think, the state championship this past year for basketball. And that's my mother went to Madison.
A love that goes back generations. But he says this community gets an unfair reputation and not a lot of investment.
Actually being here and living here, getting to know the people here are very genuine.
And he's hopeful more people will experience all the good in South Dallas with a new $20 million housing project. This old Save-A-Lot here on MLK Boulevard will soon be 3021.
So this project is 86 units. We'll do 50% affordable, 50% market rate.
Smith says it's the first of its kind of housing development on the MLK corridor.
This project is a catalyst for development to come down this corridor, and we hope that everybody sees that South Dallas is really open for business.
It's a project that wasn't on Hans Smith's radar a decade ago.
I wouldn't have imagined, the change in how fast it's happening.
Every image on his mural wall is a reflection of the positive people and places in South Dallas. And he's not ruling out adding more.
Do you think when that apartment building goes up, do you think you're gonna put them on here too?
Well, I don't know, we might think maybe we could.
In South Dallas, I'm Mitty Hicks.
One town in North Texas is dealing with a unique problem right now: wild birds. As Cole Sullivan reports, they're attacking people as they come and go from Saxe City Hall.
The invasion came unannounced. The attacks that followed,
they think that anything is a threat,
did not.
They were dive bombing some people.
City Hall in Saxe has some ruffled feathers.
They're not really out to injure you. They're kind of just trying to shush you away from what they feel is the danger zone.
A flock of grackles have taken roost in the parking lot.
As any good parents, they are being very protective of their nest.
And there is nothing the city can do about it.
They're federally protected through the Migratory Bird Treaty Act.
Nothing they can do but smile.
But I do keep having coworkers come up to me and tell me increasingly ridiculous stories.
The stories of, let's call it survival, have kept workers chirping.
As I was walking by, watching one, the other one came on the other side, but I'm quick with working with cats, so I moved out of the way.
You'll hear references to Hitchcock horrors, see umbrellas on a sunny day.
Oh, there it goes.
And share a frequent shout. Duck.
I was fortunately warned in time, so I have not experienced a dive bomb.
The birds will flee their nests here within a couple of weeks. City bureaucracy will come back down to earth, but they'll leave behind more than some scat and a story.
I think it brought staff together. Everyone's kind of watching out for each other, so it's kind of a bonding experience.
Friendships forged by a feathered invasion. In Sac, I'm Cole Sullivan.
The Tarrant County Sheriff's Department just opened a new state-of-the-art training center, and as Scoop Jefferson reports, it's now being used by the first class of cadets.
The new Tarrant County Sheriff's training facility you see behind me has been 3 years in the making and now open with state-of-the-art technology. The first round of cadets is already in their first week at the new Tarrant County Training Academy. The 57 future detention officers first to use the 70,000 square feet space that features 6 classrooms with breakout walls to increase space. There is also a full-size fitness center for deputies and detention officers to use 24/7. The state-of-the-art training will include a driving simulator along with a weapons simulator. Our tour of the facility included this demonstration of one of the department's 20 new taser gloves. When necessary, trained supervisors use the gloves as one of their de-escalation tools with a combative inmate. The facility also has a defensive tactics room with 2 full-size jail cells where cadets learn extraction techniques, a game changer, the sheriff says, when it comes to training.
But we were having to make up a mock cell that wasn't already built for us. We're doing it with movable walls and building our plywood, things that we're just making up in our own head on how do we train our people right, which now we have these things that are been awarded to us and afforded to us.
And because of the technology here at the facility, the sheriff allows other jurisdictions to come here for training. In Tarrant County, I'm Scoop Jefferson.
Pretty impressive. And those are your headlines from North Texas.